Hello and welcome to this review for the LEGO 80112 Auspicious Dragon. So this is for the Year of the Dragon, and both of these are for Year of the Dragon. I just wanted to show you how technically they're representing something very similar. I got this guy free when I bought him on the LEGO store, and it was fun and topical. And I happen to be born on the Year of the Dragon, so this is extremely topical for me too. Yeah, this is more the type you'd see in like the dragon dances, while this one is representing really the kind of serpentine Asian dragon that you see, like in Dragon Ball. But of course, in this case, it's for the Year of the Dragon, right? And I want to share my review with you, my thoughts, because I absolutely adore this model that we got. It's really cool, the different the whole contour, the shape you could do while using bricks that we deal with all the time, for the most part. I'll start with we'll go with a 360 look. So while this is the view that you'll basically be using the most, since that's the most striking one, and that's the word I have for this guy, it's striking. This is how it is overall. Here you have the head, and the head can tilt up and down, side to side, not a lot, but it can do it like this, right? Have the jaw move, so you can even bring it back like a nice striking away like this. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. Now, obviously, turning around is just basically the same, and you get around to the back where you also have this tail element while you may think it can be posed to go up, it can, because gravity will really set it down. There's not much friction at this particular joint, but you can have the end of the tail done. One fun part I wanted to point out is here. If you can recognize it, I'll take it out. No, don't want to take out too much. Okay, perfect. So the piece holding these three ends, which are a type of, I believe, sword pieces, you'll correct me if I'm wrong, is, look, it's a droid body for the battle droids from episode 1. All right. So, like I said before, there are not a lot of specialized pieces, which is why, even though the price doesn't seem overly terrible, it being around $120 Canadian for, I believe it's around 1,111 pieces, something around the sort, you are paying a bit more than 10 cents Canadian. The price in the US is perfectly fine, but of course you expect to pay a bit less if there's no specialized parts and no minifigures in this case. And also lots of tiny parts too, right? Because you have a whole, look around. There's a ton of small little leaf pieces and little claw pieces too. The only specialized parts per se are these type of cloud pieces to represent the heavens. Now, while the main attraction is the dragon, we'll look at him here again. What I found the most fun to build was the base, which I thought would be a kind of a bore, but it reminds me a lot of the base for the tall neck that we had before. While you can see it here, there's no Lego bricks exposed aside from the back here, and it's because you're building it in a not asymmetric, but perpendicular to the rest of the piece. So that's really, really cool. So while this is built up in a traditional fashion, in the center, then you get to the rest where it ends up being built perpendicular to it. So I thought that was really cool. And you have the really nice effects. So you have, for example, this piece here, which built with the rest ends up being like a nice little cloud. So now I just, like I said, striking is really the word here. I'm going to go back to the details to show you what it is. So you get the overall shape here, and it's done with a whole bunch of layering of bricks. And here's the best way to see it. So you're gonna have these bricks to the side. Now, this is the kind of Lego that you couldn't have done. With me growing up, because not just that the parts weren't there, but the way of like layering it horizontally with the kind of bricks where you have the studs on the side, so you're able to actually build in that sense. That was not a method used when I was growing up. So this is there's gonna be a lot of, like I said, while the base is fun, Dragon itself has a lot of the same kind of techniques being used over and over again, because you're seeing like the layering. So the layering is the same all throughout. So, there's a bit of variation when it's the same kind of techniques. However, it is a cool technique, which is one that you're building off from the side. So what you see here is you have a central piece, a central structure, and you're building it out towards the edges where you have different layers, so ending up with the scales here. And all the scales are printed. The eyes are printed too, just so you can see. There they are. And the base, this is a print as well. So no stickers. I mean, that definitely, I guess that adds to the price. When I was saying no specialized pieces, not a lot, but there's also no stickers. What I found are cool parts use, just a few I want to point out. I was showing you the droid there. I really like the cow horns used for the mustache. Thought that was brilliant. While the dragon has claws, you know, they're using claw pieces as claws. There's also a claw piece right here, which is what gives it the brow and the contour of the eye. I thought that was brilliant. I also really, really love the tapering. You're seeing a bit of it on the scales, but I like it best here on the side while it goes up. So it gives it much more. It gives it a curvature, which is also has accentuated by the fact that you also have the tile pieces here to have the curvature, and also this kind of piece, which I guess is larger than the other pieces, so that would also be a slightly specialized piece. Another really cool thing I noticed, and I never noticed before, is this piece here. So this type of piece, is it good? I hope it, yeah, get here. I never realized that the curvature of this piece, and I'm sorry if I do not know what the exact kind of piece is, fits perfectly with the curvature of that type of piece. So what you have below, and I'll just put it back here, is you end up having this like seamless slope going around where it's two pieces, but they're perfectly attached together. I love when we discover that with Lego. I mean, obviously Lego does it that way, so that pieces can interlock in that sense. I just never realized that there was that kind of interlocking done amongst those pieces, because I always see them like separated from each other. Yes, so this is the dragon piece, and yeah, I was saying there's a small claws or teeth that you use all throughout, and you also have the kind of the say turquoise that you have running throughout is done with a whole bunch of leaf pieces. While you're doing it, it might get a little bit annoying because there's actually not a lot of not room, but like the part that you're sticking into it's not covering the whole bit, so you have to really do a good job of inserting it correctly while you're doing it there, because once you put the layering and it falls down, it's really hard to put back. There's not a lot of space to maneuver. Just a little tip what I learned. So what I find cool is that while they are individual pieces, when you're seeing it from here, the fact that there are leaves doesn't show at all. In the end, it's more like scales or frills. So that's the dragon. I absolutely adore this. It's my favorite set of the year. Year's just begun. But this is the set to beat for me. Just like last year, the set to beat was the Viking Village. I wish you all the very best, and I hope this review helped. Take care, guys. Bye.